Bones are amazing things. They hold us up. They support us. They make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Jeremy and we are playing our one-shot using Fate Accelerated, and my character's name is Silas Thompson.
This is Jeff and I'm playing Barry Graves.
My name is Aaron and I'm playing George Clark.
This is Johnny and I'm playing Eugene Fields.
And I'm Jordan and I am playing everyone else. So, you have just discovered a footpath in the woods near an army base, leading away from a car where 2 teenagers passed away last night. Meanwhile, we jump on over to Eugene.
School over?
Probably cut at lunch, wouldn't you?
Well, I would say they probably cut school early because everybody's talking about the kids that died. And,
yeah, it's a big deal in a town this small.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, school lets out early.
So
there's only a couple more periods before they realize that just everybody is either talking about it or distraught or
Left.
Or just up and walked out.
Yeah, out of curiosity, I want to go see this car that crashed or something. It's not that far out my way home.
All right, so you walk up. Looks like they're loading this Chevelle up onto the back of the tow truck.
Okay. I want to quickly look and see if I see anything while they're loading it in. But quick is what I'm good at.
Are you just trying to quickly?
Just quickly look, see if I see anything out of ordinary with this car that they're loading onto the truck. Is it a tow behind or a flatbed?
It's more of a tow behind, so it's it's at an angle.
So yeah, I want to walk up next to it and just look through the windows and see if there's anything inside real quick.
Okay. Go ahead and... it sounds quick.
Yeah. I got a great outcome.
Great outcome, huh? +4.
Yep.
Okay. You don't see anything right off the bat.
Okay.
There's some detritus, some pieces of wire.
The wire in the car or on the tires? Or?
No, on the ground. There's a little bit. It looks like some stuff has slid to the back of the passenger seat wells, the seats in the back.
Okay.
Wires and odd little tools and pieces of electronics
inside the car.
In the car. Yeah.
Okay.
Since you mentioned we heard the tow truck.
Yes.
Silas would go back out to make sure nothing happens to his bike.
Okay.
Since he left his bike out by the car.
Was it inside the police tape?
No, it was outside the police tape.
Then they'll probably leave it alone.
Okay.
For the most part.
We would go back to the road too, just to bid farewell to the car.
Bye, car!
We love you. You're our favorite character in this whole story so far.
No, Barry's my favorite character.
Oh.
George's favorite character. Barry's George's favorite character.
I knew that was what you meant.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess Eugene sees...
Yeah, Eugene sees these 3 tromping out of the woods. What are y'all doing around here?
Came to check out the car. What are you doing around here?
Heading home.
You came to check out the car, didn't you?
On my way home. Home's that a ways.
It's a nice car.
It is a nice car.
You think his daddy's gonna sell it?
I sure hope so. Oh, my mom lets me get it.
Silas is seriously going back and forth between the two, with the astounded expression on his face. You guys realize that 2 people from our school died in that car? And
it's a nice car.
Concerned about the car?
No, that's not all we're concerned with. We're out here looking for what may have happened to Jimmy and Faye, but it's a nice car.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did you guys see anything?
Just some weird wires.
How do you out here call people?
What you mean?
Is this...
Hello?
We found your phone in the trees.
phone.
Obviously, it's not his phone in the trees.
Well, not his phone, but I'm wondering if...
It's not his phone? I'm pretty sure it's his phone.
No, he lives other side of the base.
Not
So?
other side of the ridge.
Other side of the ridge, other side of the base. He doesn't walk all the way out here to make a phone call.
I look at him. Of course he does.
What are you,
Do you have a
talking
phone?
about? Yeah, we got a phone.
Is it inside your house or is it outside your house?
It's out on the pole.
It's his people's phone.
Was that a pole? It's a tree. And it's obviously not working.
What
So
are you
it's
fools
not that
talking
one.
about?
There's a half of a phone strung up in a tree.
That ain't my phone.
Well, I know it's not your phone, but do you put your phone up like this?
Show me.
Walk back out.
No, you fool.
That's not how you use your phone.
No,
Okay.
we have a pole with the wires. Our phone attached to the pole.
Okay.
Phone company put it there and everything.
I wouldn't go that far.
You're stealing from Ma Bell.
So you're stealing and there's borrowing.
Whatever. It's weird, right?
Yeah. Why would you?
Is it reachable?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
reachable.
like how high is it off the ground? In the tree.
Did you say it? Is it reachable? Because I can get it for you.
You don't have to climb the tree.
It's within reaching distance.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I grab the phone. And I try to pull it down. Forcefully.
You don't have to roll to pull the phone. You managed to do that just fine.
Okay. Does it look weird now that it's out of the tree?
You guys missing a handset.
There's no power line. There's no input for the actual telephone line. It's just the cord and the base.
So now that you got your phone out your tree, what you gonna do with it?
I don't know, maybe the cops need to see it. Maybe they can, I don't know, dust it for fingerprints or something.
And get your fingerprints now.
Well, yeah, of course, because I'm holding it. But I mean, maybe somebody else's too.
Okay. So you want to go to the cops?
You can be my guest. I ain't going nowhere near them.
You're not going, what?
Like, real or like...
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere near them.
No, that was in character.
Yeah. That's it. I ain't getting nowhere near them.
Blink, blink.
They want you to just take it all home to your pappy and let's please take care of you.
Well, I mean, what do you suggest we do with it? Plug it in, try to call somebody?
Throw it in the garbage. This garbage ain't working.
Right, but it's, you know,
Just-
evidence or something.
Yeah,
It's,
just set it down. We'll get it on our way back. And he starts to walk further down the footpath.
Yeah, put it back.
Alright. Put it back.
Back up in the tree.
No, I kind of just set it in, like, the crook of the branch.
Okay.
This way I take my fishing hole.
You go fishing down here?
Down the creek down here?
Have you seen any of these telephones and trees?
No.
I'm actually gonna find, like, a little stick to...
Whack on things with.
Yep. Hitting trees and all...
So Silas is going to be clever as he goes down the footpath, looking
Okay.
for
So you're
stuff.
looking for anything that you could come across.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mediocre.
Barnaby was gonna do this cleverly.
So you're trying to
I
create
got +2, so fair.
fair
That's your base.
base.
My base is +2.
So you're
I didn't get any bonus.
yeah, you would have been looking for a grade.
Oh man. I didn't think to grab that telephone line. You could go fishing.
It was like this long.
That's all you need.
Holds his fingers about a foot apart.
I thought you guys just did noodling back here.
Oh, this ain't catfish territory. This is trout land.
Trout land.
I was noticing that myself.
That's what I said.
That was in character.
You know where I come from? The trout come from the store. The fish market.
Yeah, you city folk.
You go to the Piggly Wiggly.
Who do you think get to the store? People like me.
No, you sit there and eat it on the shore like Gollum.
Who now?
Who?
Who?
You know, Gollum from the Lord of the Rings books. The Hobbits.
Books. I ain't got time for no reading.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
I didn't read them.
Never heard of it.
I keep walking.
Plebeians, save me.
So we're not seeing anything else on this.
Not really, no.
Okay.
So you keep walking for quite a ways and runs into the creek. You can keep on going, cross over the creek and up the ridge.
Towards the
Is
base.
this towards the base?
Yeah, you'll come across the
The big old fence.
The big old fence.
Are there any footprints down here?
You can go ahead and look around.
Bit of iron from yesterday.
Sounds like you might be.
Oh! God.
What is this? Clever or careful?
I would say more careful because you don't want to obscure the footprint.
Terrible.
Hey, +2. Coming from a +0.
So you did fair.
I did fair.
I got mediocre.
I ain't looking.
It looks like you see some prints coming the opposite way of the military base.
Coming from the military base.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody's been down here recent. Look at these footprints. George kind of looks at Silas a little funny.
Silas looks around, like, what?
How'd you know these... never mind.
How'd I know what?
The government man didn't mess with my fishing hole.
Barney's gonna lean into George and be like, "You think that Silas did it, didn't you?"
I'm not saying that. I just think it's a little suspicious that he brought us out here. I mean, it's almost like he led us right to... He knew exactly where the car was. He knew... I'm just thinking we should keep an eye on him.
I think you're right.
And Silas would speak up. It's like, hey, doofuses, we're like 3 feet apart. They told us where the car was.
That's I knew where to go. Insult me because I don't read your fancy books. Don't even know what they told us at school.
I still think we should keep an eye on him. Maybe both. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
You ain't no Hawks. Hawks can catch a hare in a heartbeat. Y'all can't catch nothing.
I could catch you, Tubby.
Bring it.
It's getting close to lunchtime. You all want to keep on going in the woods, or do you want to go back and find something to eat? Or find something to eat in the woods?
How big are the... I mean, the footprints just look like people prints? Like people footprints?
Yeah.
Normal footprints?
Like adult-sized footprints.
Correct.
Tyrannosaurus Rex footprints.
Bigfoot, you know.
It's not any kind of cryptid footprints or anything like that. It looks like about the average size footprint for a human male.
Is there only one set of prints? Are they wearing boots? Are they wearing
Bare feet.
bare feet? Are they...
Probably sneakers.
And just one set.
Silas pulls a sandwich out of his backpack and starts to eat it.
I start heading upstream. Not following the path anymore, going straight upstream.
Where's he going?
Go and get some lunch.
You're so weird. No wonder I pick on you.
Told you this way my fishing hole.
All
And
right.
under his breath as he's eating, it's like, no, you pick on everybody because that makes you feel better.
What of it?
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm no psychologist, but if you maybe thought better of yourself, you wouldn't pick on other people.
That's just Silas. Being Silas. He's just, you know.
Whatever. You're weird too.
Okay.
Do you have your lunch with you, or do you want part of mine?
I got my lunch with me.
All right.
That was when I would invoke my aspect of a trout king.
Are you trying to
Try and catch some fish.
catch some fish?
Come over a quick fire.
Are you trying to impress us, though?
No.
So you're able to pull a couple of fish out of the river, no problem. Takes only about like 20 minutes or so.
A little quick fire. Gut them, skin them.
I mean, honestly, as you start to build the fire, Silas is like, are we really waiting around for this?
I'm not.
No, do what you want to do.
I mean, I'm seeing nothing out here, but yeah, there's footprints out here, but I don't.
You want to see where they go?
Sure.
Alright.
Follow the footprints.
It takes me about 5 minutes before I catch up with y'all.
Ugh.
Fish cook fast.
So you keep on following the footprints. You're going to have to be careful going through the woods because there's a lot of brambles and like logs over the
Underbrush.
Can I do this forcefully? Like brambles? I can like plow my way through and trees and branches I can push out of the way.
Depends on how much you want to risk injury or disturbing wildlife.
You don't care about the server wildlife.
I can force my way through the woods.
I got +1 average.
I got +1.
I was being
gonna say,
clever
that's 'cause
and moving through the woods,
nothing.
and I got a +4.
+4. And what's your clever at, 2?
Yeah, +2.
So, as you're looking around, you guys enter like a small gorge. And you're poking around and you're just looking and you're just seeing things. And you see what looks like a burlap sack tucked in underneath a particularly large boulder that's like positioned against the wall of the ridge. Would you like your chance to shine?
You want me to move that?
Yeah, move that.
I got that.
You're whipping your stunt.
Oh yeah, I'm also a well-muscled bodybuilder, football player. I get a +2 when I forcibly move an object. So I started at a +3.
You ended with a plus.
And I got a
+5.
+5.
You shove the rock quite easily.
Yeah.
Superbly.
Nice.
Go Hawks!
Go Hawks.
And Barry, you have enough time to grab the burlap sack out of the. Even though the boulder did not need to be pushed at all, it was.
We didn't know how far underneath it was. Is there anything like in the bag or on the bag?
The bag seems to be rather plain, but there is something inside of it.
Does it say like potatoes or?
If it did, it's worn off. You can see some flecks of paint, but it's really hard to make anything out of it.
Okay.
Is it like good burlap or is it like old stringy worn out burlap?
It's pretty old.
Good burlap.
That didn't sound like Johnny's character.
So, what's in it?
It is a rectangular box with a number pad built into it. And some wires that are coming out of it, and there's like a little silver disc attached to that.
Either of you guys know what this is?
I have no clue.
Do the wires look similar to the wires that we picked up earlier?
Yes.
The wires on there look a lot like the ones that we saw by the car. I was picturing a phone.
No.
Like a payphone.
So the number pad looks like that. But it
Okay.
just looks like the box itself would sit on a desk.
Okay.
This is weird.
High-tech newfangled technology.
Looks like just a bunch of junk in the woods.
Silas might be right. It just might be junk in the woods.
I don't know. I want to like investigate it more.
Okay.
You want to see what's inside of it?
Yeah.
Break it. Quite forcefully.
Here, have at it.
+3.
Good.
Good enough.
I crack open the bag and look into it, and
Small piece of paper falls out.
I read it.
All God's creatures, great and small.
Quote in the Bible.
Eugene,
What's up?
is this in the Bible?
Yeah. At least that's what my mama told me.
Is there like wires and stuff
Oh,
inside
yeah,
there?
yeah. Circuits wired together.
Okay. Let me see that paper.
All right.
Look at the paper. Anything on the back? Look.
No, just
How big is it? Like,
it's smaller than a business card.
okay.
It's just like a small slip.
Yeah, I got no clue what this thing is. I'll put it back in the sack and shove it back under the rock.
I'll put the slip of paper in my pocket.
Okay.
Should I just go back, take that phone to the police? I don't know what else to do.
I don't know what else to do either. There's nothing out here.
Do the footprints still trail on from here? Or they like originate around this area?
You've kind of lost them.
Okay. Well, this was pointless.
Didn't see anything about from any sign of Jimmy or Faye this side of the creek.
Nope. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this bag back with me.
Let's give it all to the police, see what they can make of it.
Yeah.
Just make sure you tell them that I touched these things when you saw me touch these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you cross back over the creek.
I head home.
You go home.
I go home. I'm already close to my house, so.
The rest of you head back into town.
I'm gonna go to Marie's house.
Okay. With your baggage,
Well,
wood junk,
I'm
forest.
gonna send it with George.
Yeah. The police chief is actually my sister's godfather.
Okay.
He's checking his notes.
That means the police chief has a name.
So you go to the police station.
That is where I'm going to head.
Are you going to go with him, Silas, or do you have other plans?
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Okay. So you two arrive at the police station with a old telephone without the hand receiver and a bag of broken electronics.
What's the police chief's name?
Police Chief Dolby.
Delby.
By crumb. So there's a desk sergeant.
Sergeant Masters?
Hey, Sergeant Masters, is Chief Dolby around?
No, he's not.
Alright, well, can you tell him I stopped by with Silas? You know, we were out with one of the Fields boys out at his fishing hole.
Are you sure you want to be out there with the Fields boys?
Not really, but we were out there.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that was out by where Jimmy and Faye, their car was. We found this stuff out in the woods. It looks like it might be suspicious, so we just wanted to bring it down here to you guys.
Let me see.
Hand in the bag.
Did you put the phone in the bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
He opens the bag and he looks at the... It just looks like a bunch of junk.
Yeah, but there were footsteps by the, you know, down there by the creek. And this just was in the area, so we just wanted to make sure that, you know,
The phone was hanging in a tree, like right inside the woods, right by the car.
Mm-hmm.
We want to know what happened to him.
Yeah.
I mean, we went to school with him.
Yeah.
Well, the coroner's report is still pending, but we'll definitely keep you abreast of the situation. I think...
Yeah, that would be great. Are you going to be down at the clubhouse this weekend?
No, I'm on duty.
All right. Again, let Chief Dolby know we stopped by.
Will do. Hands you back the bag.
It's like, you're not going to hang on to it?
I don't see why.
To investigate it?
It's a bunch of junk. I don't understand what your deal is. If you have a problem with the telephone, you can turn that into the local AT&T office. Like, they rent those out, so...
Okay. Well, thanks for taking a look at it.
As they head out, Silas is turning to George. It's like, what adults do you not hang out with in this town?
Mrs. Felfinen, she's kind of new to town. She hasn't quite reached that status yet.
Blank stare.
You know, she teaches English.
Well, yes, I know who she is.
Oh.
Status.
I mean, like, you know, like she doesn't know people yet.
Okay.
She's lived in town 7 years.
That's still new to town.
It's still new to town.
I guess.
Got to be in town at least 12.
Generations.
No. This is the wrong kind of town if there's only like 700-800 of us and there's been around for 12 generations.
Yeah.
It's like, up, but...
Yeah. We are all cousins.
So it was Roy, her cousin.
On both sides.
Okay. Not joking.
So anyway, you decided, Barry, that you were going to go to Marie's house.
Yes, I'm going to Marie's house to console her and make out.
Okay.
Because that's what teenagers do when consoling one another. Well, I knock on the door.
Marie's father answers.
I didn't give her a last name.
Oh, her last name is Hill.
Hill. Mr. Hill, is Marie home?
I believe she's out, actually.
Out? Out where?
I think she went to her boyfriend's house.
But I'm her boyfriend.
Son,
Does Roy know about this?
think about what you're saying about my daughter.
Well, my question is, how big of a football fan is Marie's dad?
He's a bit of a workaholic during the week, and he's a bit of an alcoholic on the rest of the time.
Okay.
That doesn't sound right. Are you sure it's not her cousin?
Son, we just moved to town about 6 years ago. All my family is out in California, and all of her mom's family is from New York. She has no cousins in town.
So she lied to me.
I think you need to think about what you're saying about my daughter.
I think you need to listen to what you're saying about your daughter.
Go ahead. This sounds
Like, tack.
Yeah, it sounds like an attack, and it doesn't sound
Very clever.
It doesn't sound very clever. It doesn't sound very careful. It sounds flashy.
It does sound flashy.
Yeah, it does sound flashy.
That's his
That's his
strong
special.
point.
Yeah. Oh,
+3.
good.
All respect meant.
He leans in close, and you can smell the bourbon on his breath. Son, I'm going to give you to the count of 3 to walk away from my doorstep, or you're going to find your arm in a sling.
I respect that. Well, sorry of me to bother you.
Right. 1, 2.
I'm leaving. I guess I'll just go home then.
Okay. So you're going home?
Yeah.
You went home, correct, Johnny?
Mm-hmm.
You too?
I'll keep this bag. I'm going to be seeing Chief Dolby later this week. I'll see if he wants it as well.
Silas shrugs. It's like, all right.
Yes. Are you going to make it to the funeral?
Yeah.
I'll see you at the funeral.
And goes home.
So you all go home.
Yep.
I'm assuming you spend some time in your room just doing homework, working on your models.
No,
No.
none of that.
What do you typically do at home?
Well, I'm going to pull out my dobro, fiddle with that for a little bit, and then I'm going to flip through last year's yearbook to see which girl I want to ask out next.
What are you doing at home, aside from drinking raw eggs and doing bench presses in the garage?
Aside from that, what else would I be doing?
How about you, Silas?
Silas is actually, when he gets home, heads over to the neighbor's house and is actually helping the neighbor put up a fence.
Put up a fence, huh?
Mhm.
And what are you doing when you get home, Eugene?
I was going to ask my mom about the piece of paper.
You're going to talk to your mom about the piece of paper. What do you want to ask her?
Where in the Bible it talks about God's creation is great and small. Which that phrase is actually not in the Bible at all.
Yeah,
That's what I was like. I'm pretty sure that's not actual a Bible.
It's a
verse.
hymn.
It's a hymn. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. It's
Yeah.
like, it's a hymn. I'm not sure if it comes from the Bible.
So she explains to you that it is not from the Bible, actually. But she tells you that it's a hymn that actually is one of her favorites. You're all busy doing your evening things. And all around the same time of the evening, all 4 of you, the phone starts ringing. If you don't answer it, the person who answers it says, "Oh, okay," and they call you over and tell you that you have a phone call, and this is what you hear.
Silas says in the phone, say that again, Eugene. And it just repeats.
Barry's gonna be like, George, did you eat too many eggs again?
Then the phone clicks and all you hear is a dial tone, followed by sharp, sharp whistling, like 5 or 6 times. And then
Barry's gonna slowly hang up the phone.
thank you so much for listening to this episode of Bone Throwers Theater. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.